Yeah, ma. And almost the multi-purpose towels aba, napkins, some to be aba, and fear offices. Baby be a motimenka, Miss Lemoa. Floral tissue was say more person mutu one more products not the one from 0243 033 033 one more ewo one more beshe na one more abwao Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic one na de bright soldier capsules aba ya no usisi ya low sperm count na unumbi libido level no come from pa enyefe bright garlic plus capsules ya omudi aba ya no so waso yamwatim sahi check blood sugar level opi ho abehwe na osia nansi achime de bi per bright garlic plus capsules nanum bi ebeboa udompemu bu a Greenfield Scientific Herbal na wode wani akire ho na yi ba ko so a ya yani abre wo ho pa ka wasem kire Ghana fo nyina top choco for semen kanchele Ghana for nyina se say no wom de top choco chocolate spread aba ya de brodomu na de se bibi no de papa say o so fi os bibi ben ya wiemu na ayinu no so mo adwene nko de pa nya asem ketwa top chocolate spread no you fa brodomu a kama o wai brodo mu ana o pem na o di afem o de fem sa waka tum no waka jai ana top choco 3 in 1 no ya wadi aba no milk wom esichire nie na million anom de afrafra o enti de ohi anu nso hye ya taika top Choco 3 in 1 top Choco 3 in 1 Uno wajo die no almost mo mpese mutu ndodo no fresh 0243 033 033 on sabe come ogboron kan se busame commander like what like he like Sue you use the finger open the bread white top Choco tia fam for close that's all the farms me pa cho police ni adro enwa sem na make catch Ghana for imboost herbal mixture no agiso say police ni adro no imboost herbal mixture or say police ni adro no a police for no papa number 1 immune booster and say onipadua no yare bia timi bebobo rough na se immune system no gira ne nan so a wan ene yare mposuro enka police ni adro ni din ba ko pa no yare mposuro immune booster number 1 immune booster no wose aboa immune system no man timi gira fight yare biara na men kanjo man for say woko various pharmacy shops and herbal shops omo omo products ni bia baba begum Udru Hospital Square Junction ebi wo ho industry Dankes ebuso People's Junction ebuso na naboache eba okanshi tema Ekus Pharmacy and with Dama Pharmacy ni nyina wa Simon Kings Walk Herbal okanshi Tinatet Herbal ebuso ho from 024 620 496 024 620 8496 8496 until last digits no 8496 0246 208 imboost onsa ebeka womo oposini edru eno no amanfo ntumu so na womo enumbi baba sadege so baba be kansa baba akwaba enua boko de owiya boko ede nyame asema sama Matthias so akwaba bio de menenu ana ebo
Matthias school meet
oh sir
so your industry meet
na we dey bring the question
that's why entertainment ejuma o
menenu ko etrepa
sa TV3
na we can say those stars be ejuma na bet no so bi
and then watch our sister
it is that three music we know where it's coming from
okay and then we
We are met in African University.
Wow.
But not pay school, but pesca too much.
Oh,
Devio, na
also different entrepreneurship. No, because I say, oh yeah, it was also we are entrepreneurs nowadays.
Entrepreneurs.
What's the say? Asante for the own school. It's a business squad. Oh, there be. Mami musu asende kwa kwa say entrepreneurship no kanyaga for kasa. You best go get ya bro for you. You best go get ya bro for you. Entrepreneurship bro ya bro for you.
School say ko say to office. Na me more than so me school.
Yeah. I mean, they are naturally gifted.
But I also unim say okọ kaikwe
oh, that's why they be media. We follow the two
central. Tell us, and I know Musha with the net to say, your opportunity and some view videos. You should be not net to say.
Oh, na me ekuyi say me file and so na me sanso launch the new for Kwaku Central campaign.
Yeah.
Also because na enya dia na constituency particularly for yen side no ya ibida. But it was important also because Kwaku Central had deficit na parliamentary side ya wana. We need to do a lot of work.
2020 mo drop here and I say mo
2020 year bar up, but Trantina, it's always been skirt and blouse.
Oh, okay.
There's almost about 6,000 people that vote for, actually 3,000 difference that vote for a presidential candidate that do not vote for a parliamentary candidate. You know, in the last 2 election cycles. Actually, you won't say the presidential here. It gives you the idea of the real voter deficit of the constituency.
So, which means the problem is with the parliamentary candidate, Modeko.
Yeah, it's also because, well, that's one, and also because the MEP parliamentary candidate, the current MP, in the last 2 election cycles, he proved to be stronger. But there are dynamics to it. May take him a time in the last 3 election cycles, studied the constituency, studied the various voting blocks of the constituency and their voting lines.
But tell us, who are entertainment industry anymore? Then you are now operating because you share more entertainment group now. Mutimi organizing one of the most biggest events in Ghana and all over. Then other artists, big international artists. Then within the entertainment sector, from what I know, even from Matthias, I mean, it's a whole gold mine. So. Why politics? Why Okaikwe Central? Why?
I didn't say you me leverage on taking advantage of the biggest decision-making platforms now to provide relief for my people. As I mean, as it stands now, no.
What is happening to them?
Well, they are still looking for a lot of things. I mean, one of the complaints that had come from Omonese for maybe 12 years or MP, a very urban constituency as Okaikwe Central doesn't even have a modern hospital. You know, they are still looking for proper social. Yes, we don't have a modern hospital. You know, so if they are in major
Okaikwe Central
for government side,
Brono,
La Paz, Tesano, Fadama, Abeka, Namiche.
Yes, baby to sell La Paz any government hospital.
We don't have it.
Abeka,
Yenibi,
Tesano,
Yenibi,
La Paz,
Yenibi. We don't have it.
The hospital you have in La Paz is La Paz Community Hospital.
La Paz is a private hospital. Yeni Binanse Po Obikwa so a very massive private hospital. But ebia the ejuma ya bi what say Lekma Hospital Hosana. If you look at even Kaneshikra and how their polyclinic keeps expanding Kakangakana, by now a more modern constituency as Arsenal with the numbers that is there, no, should we have something like that. But in 3 election cycles, if you put together the Sika MPD from his common fund, if really he has been dedicated to having to create with even 20 beds, 30 beds in Modi Hospital, it will always expand, you know. And then again, there are a lot of other, you run into the constituency, over 70% of the population, youth, till now, we don't even have a job center in the constituency. And then Oko Medina, under one term, Sosu, has been able to create a job center. Today, when you talk to Sosu can tell you beginning of the year how many people from his constituency that wants to go to police, how many of the people from the constituency that is interested in going to military.
But I have plenty people from Adenta. They tell me Medina. They tell me Sosu is not helping them.
Well, I mean, say, I would want to also hear from them. But for me, I think a significant achievement. Say, Obiaba in one term. I'm taking it from there to say, okay, well,
anyway,
this is an example I can also do and give some to them, because if in my constituency, for instance, you come in and there's a major job center, that is a venue where, or that's a place that houses the idea behind the creation of BBFN sustainable livelihood. It's very important, because that becomes a place where you can direct employment for a lot of young people.
I see.
You can direct training for a lot of young people. You can direct grants for traders. Major people in the constituency are traders. The market, the traders, La Paz, from Abeka Post Office, Ekonyamiche traffic light, they're all traders dealing second-hand goods and all of those things. And at every point in time, you talk to them, they are looking for some financial support of a sort to help them move out of some of Omunyama export it and also try to sell it and also make some money and pay back. So these are some of the challenges they are facing. And maybe so Ejuma, Obiti constituency, for instance, the limiting factor between unknown and a dream and say, Sao train says so to maybe 400 and 500 cities no Christians in Ebuti and don't have it.
You don't have it.
But if you have a job center that has programs all year round, even if you decide in Pose all year round you are going to provide training every quarter, you're going to provide training to, let's say, about 100 young people from the constituency.
You are good to go.
100 every year, you have 400 every quarter. You have every quarter 100, every year you had 400. In 4 years, 400 times 4. Anyway, these are the numbers of people. So there's a lot of ideas. And as somebody that has said I'm a entrepreneur, created jobs for young people, created value for industries, created value for society. I mean, as somebody that always have it and can be able to tell. But most importantly for the NDC, argument Amayana say, for us to be able to bridge the deficit and win, you need a good candidate. You need a candidate that understands politics. You need a candidate that understands the numbers. You need a candidate that understands the constituency. Most importantly, you need a candidate that resonates with the 4 voting blocks of the constituency, and that candidate is Baba Sadiq.
Sure.
So once you have it, we have it, and you know me, you know how it's even when we go against formidable candidate, we run the most disruptive, the most powerful, the most well-resourced campaign. But once we get the mandate from the people on May 13th, I can bet our opponent in the constituency that they will see the campaign of their lives.
Anyway, Matthias, but before Matthias, Nobia send me a message or say, Kwabna, I live around that area. What Sadiq is saying is true. I always vote skirt and blouse, but because of him, I will vote in uniform this time. I think he's a level-headed person. So tell him to be bold. We are behind him. Okay, so this one is coming from Lydia.
Yeah, and then let me say, and yes, Bia or any mate and now but you see, he's been tried and tested.
Yeah.
What I say, and then we saw how now or tree music and that tribute adopted tree music.
Yeah.
What I say, into Sankaya dia only. Only need will be built in the Sabeka. I mean, on what I say, and I be built in the Sabeka piano, a flourish. What I say, look at Tree Music Awards. Even if they say Ampona, also, you'll be a building, and this is a good leader. While building, I don't know, could dream baby, I know who said Charlie Baby Junior, may trim home, and he's resigned as the CEO of Tree Music. What I say, and I hand over Armor will be this is leadership. Was Obia or foresight, Obia or D2 mu say Charlie, a Juby be so be to me 100 sharp. What I say, until I wanted the mail I pick a camera and say, and yes, I am a done for an BBC, but I done for be or crown to me, Gina Eman. But Nipa be said, I mean, the constituency or more about delegate about
Central.
Yes, or more about to about and say, Mama must can deal money. Mama must can deal money. The idea of the Ghana we want and the constituency they want to know. This is the person sitting here. I mean, he's a young man. No so often. What I say, he's got the brains. Well, so I think it's time, and I'm happy. Say, I mean, most of the young guys now are getting into politics. I mean,
And I think say NDC young guys not doing.
Oh yes, that's a beautiful thing. I said this is the future of Ghana.
NDC has always been a party.
This is the future of
young people opportunity. Party. If you are young, if you are good, if you've proved yourself, the party will give you opportunity. Yeah, party. Opportunity. I feel never says, "Oh, papa no wine, wine, and everything." No.
Oh Lord, did we wine?
Oh Lord, did we wine? Anyway, a party. If you look at it, go back to those days, go back to even the late 90s, and then Uncle Totobo Kwachimo, they were all young people when they
very
they were young, powerful, and the first brains that worked in government. Tama, I find saying, they were young, so Gabram, they were young men. His Excellency, leader, our president, the ex-president, John Mahama, when he joined government, he was deputy minister of communication. He was young. When he even became a substantive minister, he was young. So this is a party. Yamba back to power, 2008. Black woman, Okujuta Black Animal, share James Jenny Boatini, or share Omanibuana, or share Haruna Drusin today. I mean, Haruna until even when you took him out, when he was replaced, he was one of the youngest to have served as what's it called, majority leaders in parliament. Gasalato Fosin is barely 42 years. He's a majority leader, which he went to parliament when he was barely 30. If he was in parliament for this long, then he went to parliament barely when he was 31 or 32 years.
Anyway,
and so this is a party. It's the BI catcher. It may be say party some dominant no party say but to me any in Juba party assemble to me a supporting in providing because a party we know how to give advantage opportunities to young people. And the idea so once we get the power, we get the node, would ensure say families and their dependents will be well off.
Chairman, young Parliament straight, and the issue on board today is about NDC strength and how to pull a strength. Minoka say omo ase ababa betnase. Omo say ombekoso atwaba. But there is one thing amount for Guinea ho NDC. Can the NDC MPs assert themselves? Just to build the confidence Ghana for NDC mu. Then Enquire say, oh, as usual, we know the and even beyond the MPs, the NDC national executives, John Mahama himself, the Council of Elders, at this critical moment, can the NDC, because now there are three issues. We are talking about the new CI. We are talking about the
person of the ministers
and the VAT. Can the NDC assert themselves? I'm a Ghana from who said you the before Frobi back into Ghana politics. Matters, Nanti.
I say, Odikano say, Emenasu, say, new leadership now among that parliament no say ampa there's a new wave ampa there are new minds leading the affairs in parliament on the National Democratic side. Now ade ba ko I was say omo parliament nti ase ne say so mo see MPP for Anana Akufo-Addo appointed Nkofo Bebre e wa na aban mu. This is an opportunity for them to show to Ghanaians say ampa they're no more canning no correct. This is an opportunity for them to reject these nominees. Yeah, because so when to me I reject these nominees, and this nominees echo true, it means that there will be an issue. Was not just a semi work training no. Bapayobi and I would try. And you did something now and I was like I was would be who's up or trade or message say yes you share MPB man would be naminam kaswaba and it will be said to me yes you should be and killed my voice will be dead or rather but and time it says but this is it. You see, we should all rise and this is the time I see in boom they pray at the Emma Ghana MPs MPs world parliament and so many say Ghana for nyina down moso and so mu nyina ehu say Ghana for nyina count on them and so mu nyina ehu say they cannot disappoint Ghanaians man nipa baku bi enfa selfishness and onfa boapoyo bi enkoye te se bia ni trip pare na na say no onfa no amochire bia yanko passing to no chire obi asaba abeka stories bim abechire well because we share in same ya bobo so I made say e fe say new taxes equal more so expanding on person they expanding friend say the tax range because so catch say me share say income tax some person more expanding income tax but because of income tax
then I think say excess taxes is almost 20%.
Yes,
but is about affecting so ameto
yes but you see sade mawi na modi 11 buy Sani Modi 11 buy na ye come myself said that munja mo so ye best income tax because enkofobi wo wa omo nya adwuma muji tax te say bia mason for no konfomu omo to enya sika adwuma no omo nya sika na they don't pay tax and no indirect tax was that indirect tax simple so that's why he brought 11 what the 11 buy no also why didn't income tax net what I say net no why then in the 11 they buy they end 11 they buy what I say we projection of the 11 now and yeah because the NDC were telling you say you cannot achieve what you were doing what you wanted but you can't want it you see a penny can't want it what can't they can't want it won't want it but in America it says here NDC parliamentary candidates and NDC parliamentary or more parliament they should know say they are representing their people.
But myself, there's one issue going on, and the social media now is just bubbling. They are not happy with Alban Babi. What are you waiting for? Because as we speak, still almost I'm transition and pick information. Almost I'm a transition.
Well, and the
NDC MPs are ready. NDC MPP MPs what are you waiting for?
Let's move.
Is it like Alban Babin is trying to
we can institute more hardship on Ghana? Let's move.
Yeah. Is it that Alban Babin is trying to give the MPP a lean way or what is the issue?
Well, I don't mean to make because I'm not there. Meaning really what is happening to Babin in person. And I say what is really maybe or no or meeting BRC and whatever it is. No. But you see, maybe Jenny say whether Babin comes or not, the MPs no, they should stand their ground.
They are there.
They have the numbers.
They have the numbers 136 intact, and we are not pussy gamma anymore. And then Oba so about into or trying ye. Or trying ye.
MVP ready.
MVP ready. Ya so anyway, my Honorable Ibrahim Ahmed, MP for Banda and First Deputy Minority Whip in Nkomomra. Honorable Akwaba. Honorable, I didn't see what is happening in Parliament.
Oh, my main fact was the case in a miniature at P4 Musti, Accra FM, and the area. So, Obi Pate, a DNN here. Minyan say, and Ra, and a debate, a so. I can't say Yamayatuma, but and then the abatono, a better so. The year by my enemy say abato and a deba better so. The 136 NDC MPs Nina. Every point in Mayaba. After you withdrew, I say, Eddie Abaton Betty says, say, okay, NDPT, a judge's Nidian, as I'm saying, I say, in Yaka say, the poor Banidia, I am far baton and she says, in the yet, judges need debate in a year. But not speak out parliament or no speaker, no episode or supervisory elections, you know. On the we to black pen and baby, we not see. The back stops with the leader. Into Onwa Ebai, Emma or Ben Charles, yes, a Monfa, lot people, no mano embra. If you lot people, no Ebai, and no, Yenrianum majority for it. We sorry, I know I can't we sorry, I know I can't we sorry, I know I can't we. Into Mose, Omahu Guano, and the AUE pay you, the DNT, and I know more yes out. The speaker no can't say Sadia. Omonti se ballots no na empanyimfo no ye ne enkosia na the entia Yen see a baby twaba, Mafi de be drop at one na we can no, na yen church Monty. Apoyes are meeting every Amubia to Muse Abano dear, ye betu. Think it's a menu can speak another, ye baby preparation at the abatono as a so. But Nanka MPP for no, the young Kaji for me, ministers, Nina, and boom, no way that at the way that speak and say that the emotions near different. Into opposite to we number of her, not the way so.
No, but per procedure, no, time more ready, no. Now, speaker of home, I say, and still, yes, moon cost amount to Abano. Speaker, no, and now, Usha, else, Osha said, order be about Shivo. And they say, order, no, speaker, say, or make sure there is order. And they say, Epobase, Twaba, na katakata bi bana ya also make sure say on penny for no consultation so the bear or the ebetu internet or one kwanza. But say MPP for more ya, which means even with that no house no make go ahead na mo to abano. On say ade na ye no e TV so. And they say ubeya electoral dispute ebeba mu de empe bibisa. Say okaya enra Bibisa and Ra Ebaye. Speaker Nano Jinamuse on Pesaba and Oshaya and Abaton Ebedine. And if he still sees that there's something wrong, there was a Oka Afanonina Ebum. Na enquire or still be Ama Obi. Into the original finish. Now, something wrong, no, was it legitimate? On the we na ye cano. On the Abana ye Quakoto. That's right. The Usha Abaton, okay, Abaye 2 year speaker Nankasa. Yes. Okay, say secret balloting, no secret balloting, secret balloting, no secret balloting. And Ubia NC, and Okaza Sadia, Yankosia, Nayanka. In the Akokai way, as they say, why yet processes are, Ubia bet me and make sure voting a secret. Okay. But me boss will frame into my member parliament. Mate. All right. Okay. My member back to Matthias. This is the situation.
Yeah, I was saying no, because say we now meaning the air cost over. See how the explanations now ban. Yeah, we say I mean there was really a matter. See now more to me actual issue now. See Otre say BBI ready. Mbabesha say no. Yes, but I am praying and hoping. Say secret balance no but obi koye no some ballot within the NDC na enfa we enugwasebia embre inti media. This is what I want to say.
No, but still amount for issues kakra with a speaker conduct. But Baba, I don't know, but my social media I have checked. Would the amount for comments any sentiment a war from against the speaker? I am saying
also because sentiment reflect the dissatisfaction of Amanfo and the fact that they are hell bent of ensuring say fano in parliament side they are able to rip the current government into line. They cannot stand. The people are already overburdened with tax. They cannot stand new taxes. I mean, the people are already overburdened with a lot of things. The cost, astronomical cost of offense and Nyama Eton Okrum. The people are already overburdened with a lot of things. There's a huge mistrust for government currently. You could see the disappointment, any frustration, and so they have expectations at this moment. If they don't have any trust in the MPP government, they don't have any trust in their parliamentarians or legislators. At this point, the only people they know and they have a certain level of trust for to ensure say the right things will be done, the speaker and in parliament. And so now if we break that trust, to match the expectation of the people, then election would have a taller. And you could see the frustration there. So and in this instance, so they don't even want to wait to understand the parliamentary. If you are more saying chief whip, it could be procedural parliament where you need the speaker to call the order or beyond that, if there's no order.
But you will be
Sika no meet the leadership, a procedure, but the frustration and at this point, Ghanaians don't want start processes and procedures in the BMO. They don't want it. They want the right things to be done. Pimping, how do you call it? They want everybody to come in and do the right things. They agree with the NDC's position, say we can't have more ministers, given the burden on the taxpayer. They agree with the NDC's position, say we cannot have more taxes, regardless of our problems. They agree with the NDC's problem, say the CI should not be passed. They agree with the NDC's position regarding that. Because they're already frustrated.
Sadia Mami and say when you affect your cost of living and our way of living.
Yes.
Because our way of living, no, me a Ghana Nina catch him say, what the CIB ba and that CI no, me passport to crime no can't guarantee.
It's almost waste.
Say me a Ghana travel document. Yeah, say me a Ghana Nia. Oh, how will be arguing, including MPP NDC. Say me sorry na me ton so wait. Vena 3 cities. Then also the excise tax 20%, which means the method on a 20%
already between the last 6 months, tax increase you almost about 21 or 22%.
So then
the small practice of the account 21%.
Would it be be any said, look, appointees need also. Merge some of the ministries now for the young to cut down expenditure and also on plan. But it seems, looking at the situation, the kind of messages are maybe for to say amount for our testimony and they are talking about their speaker.
Yeah, because they are so frustrated and they are so offensive to the point. Say at this point, Obia, they think you stand between them. And because they know, say the MPP giving what they don't care about anything. If you inform the president they have doesn't care about anything, he disregards everything. He will undermine for him to maintain the status quo for himself and the person that they are supporting, in this case Baumia. He would undermine everything. Look, he's appointed a non-MPP person to the Electoral Commission. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything. The MPP parliamentarians do not care about anything. That's what I've been saying to them in my conscious friends. I tell them, say, your cost of living is high. Your money now coming in. He is the one that goes to parliament to ensure that it happens. When we begin, and so the people, they are ready to punish them for some of these decisions. And most importantly, if we do not do the same thing by doing the right thing, we'll suffer collateral damage.
But I'm for Judy say the NDC is not doing enough because the way MPP are reckless, say a young war position on what these numbers and almost speaker. There is no way on this year minor. That is where I'm
the issue of this country. Which group was the first report that boycotted inauguration of a president in the history of this country? MPP. This is that is how when it comes to things. They are say that is MPP for you. And dream good be and saying shit and come because they want to say they want to have power. That is them. And so you do not the same people that
NDC also should adapt the same
approach. The same people that shot to kill. The same people that shot. I also where we're going in a particular election. They saying fake military gone in, shot 8 to 9 people. The president didn't care. He didn't care. What is statement impo? Meanwhile, some of them have dependents. Some of them have dependents. These are Ghanaians. Where you have President Otima, right? Otima. Even when one person film ukumpona, how do you feel about
it? Especially through violence.
Yes, before I came in here, for example, made me consider 3 different funerals. The way you feel, I was there with all the families and everything. But this is a president that doesn't care. This is a group that do not care. And these are the people that want to seek re-election through very, and so the people cannot start. Listen, if there's a certain level of trust they have for us now, at this point, we need to repose that trust. The speaker, side of parliament, we need to do whatever it takes to end the trust of the people. And yes, we'll suffer collateral damage. Already, there's apathy in the system. And so if we say we are the strong alternative, if we say that, in the last few months, put out more than 14 to 15 policy proposals for We've said a number of things. We've tried to tell them, say, listen, we are the best alternative. Look at the ideas that we did when we were in government. Look at some of the ideas. Look at some of the things that we do. Look at the men that we have. This is the time to show it. This is the time, and part of it is ensuring that every position. And I'm glad that the chairman that we have, the secretary that Adabaka, head office, and the leadership now, they understand the assignment. They understand what Ghanaians are looking for. We only need to give them that. And what Ghanaians is looking for is not extra taxes. What Ghanaians are looking for is not extra new burden on the offense and on the taxpayer. What Ghanaians are looking for is reliefs. There's nothing relieving about it. And so we have to ensure that the panel in parliament, the speaker, everybody has to understand, say, this is what the people, this is the expectation of the people. This is the expectation of the people. Other than that, will be between now and election 2024, the uprising we will experience in this country by the citizens, because for people are going through tough times, really, really tough times. 2 days ago, picture be air trendy on social media. Nurses, teachers, IELTS. They want to leave the country in droves. And you still want to burden them more. And I didn't put into me talk. In 2 days, in 2 days, in 1 week, the money is gone.
But would you say NDC, can they accept themselves at this moment from this time to 2024?
Well, I'm bet you because you see, we share trend na corner even from the primaries, from the election they acquire electing leaders like the general secretary, the chairman, and Wayne. I was at the stadium from Anopana to Tammy Point.
Now here's sentiment now.
Yeah, the party is poised for a change. The party is poised for a new dimension. What I say, when cross and then our parliamentarians must make sure, say, they do not dash the hopes of these people.
But the question is, can they? That is where the problem is.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
what I'm
saying is, they have no choice. They have no choice than to make sure or to keep these hopes alive. What I say, they have no choice. The only thing which my end say, Ebia, Obibaye no sambalat bi akosheb no aye no se bia ketashi se no proye obeseno. What I say, but say nyese nyene di adwin back adwekro and so ade bako and in the parliament. I think say they can do whatever.
But among for they are talking about whether the leadership no any speaker kasa because they see the speakers try because MPP ne wo speaker obeyi nanim so ye MPP ni a onye oman adwuma
I say Mehmet Ofre
MPP ni na ye speaker
if deputy minority obeka the course the incentive ama delays naba. I mean he came to say it. What I say,
which section of the public disagree?
Oh yes, the public they are not there.
And yes, public in
your but maybe I'm speaking from
can you because any section the entire public because I don't think there's only a section but no how that be catch as at where no cry and answer no chrono we are yet to see what you see and they don't know in be about the pattern of the voting on by no at the end of the voting they be say you from be to me any man so to me but so far so good. I mean Martin's ato Foxing ato Martin arguments on so many issues and Martin Boaso arguments on so many issues and I think say we are doing well but today and say voting ne baswa and
Martin say Oma shase omoto Martin so much as so we are hoping say and I can bear the right thing.
Yes. And I did back them then so we say obey no because say when they came the Omo said they were coming to vote but mobile and this MPP before tax I can say young discussing judges no winning in and they stood they are going to say no. They stood they are going to say no.
You see the MPP is so treacherous that one yempuna. If you decide you say, oh well, for us maybe you know how you look at the country, you look at it, and sometimes you want to do certain things to safeguard the country, right? Now okasa oba be yeah or the certain level amount you come on remember say oh mo MP no for person there say so they insinuate right we they insinuate the same people.
Yeah,
so it is up for us to ensure say would assert the trust the public has reposed in us currently. There's a certain level of trust. There's a wind of change blowing. But so the wind of change, it will blow and blow. It would come from some of the actions that we do that should say we are the strong and the most viable alternative.
But it's and Rasi now man for you happy the way and Nema Ekoye. Then later so any you and France and then so Omako. Yes, we know so much as here to. Still the issue about NDC's posture to the public. Ene omo enkomodia omo edi. A man for person who be before from new with the new executives in. Can they ship the MPPs in line?
I think what's the
MPP for letter also.
Yeah, and I think they look the new chairman, the new general secretary, the leadership in parliament. They are you'd see from every activity. And not only no more parliament. They are poised to ensure say everybody will be whipped into line and to ensure say positions be a funnel. In the interest of Ghana, in the interest of Ghanaians, who stick to it. Also because, listen, the new leadership understand one thing. They understand, say, there's a militancy positioning that NDC has had in the last few years for some interesting reasons. We've been losing our militancy.
Why?
Well, I mean,
and these are some of the
so and you could see sometimes there's disappointment of maybe Ghanaians in the sense that there's the NDC they know, the NDC of JJ Rawlings, the NDC that they know very well would really go to great lengths to protect the Ghanaian. It say na a perfect balance. Na too much of intellectualism. Because at this particular point, Ghanaians are looking for the reliefs any which way. Any which way you would give them. Our papa who wants to continuously be beaten. Oh, you are suffering, you are suffocating. You want to, however you come out of the water when you are drowning and you're suffocating, you want to come out and breathe fresh air. That is where we are. Ghanaians want to come out of the suffocation any which way we do. Once we pull them out and they will just have that sigh of relief, they will do that. And that expectation is on Ghanaians. And for us, it is also important that at NDC we're able to show to Ghanaians that by some of young actions now, we are for them, we are for their interest, and we are for the interest of safeguarding the country and protecting institutions.
And right now, national chairman throughout the whole city.
General secretary, communications officers. Yes. I mean, fantastic. When they were done, anyone want to chairman, because yes, this is what we've been asking for. If for whatever reason we haven't quite seen that in the last few years, this time around we are seeing it, and it has to happen. Say say I saw your Facebook post, and I shared it before, and I felt that is the way, that is how you should go, that is how you treat these people. Other than that, if you do not treat them like that and you meow more, they will continue to take Ghanaians for granted. They will continue to take some of the actions they've taken, the total disregard they have for Ghanaians. Total disregard. Almost sorry, they want to pursue this, they want to do this. Ghanaians say, they do because they claim they have power. They can wake up today and break entire buildings, brand new buildings, break it all down and go and dig. They don't care. They don't care. Go and dig. We'll be say, hey, still they don't care. They'll and they'll bend the money. Go for oil. They say, transparent. They go ahead and do whatever they want. They create jobs for offense. They break every single rule. They don't care about anything. They don't care about anything. So we understand the sentiment. If you look at it, you will not fault Ghanaians for the sentiment that they are expressing on speaker in the parliament. It is what to do. most importantly for Yen as a party, we need to show to them by Yen actions now that we are ready for power and we are truly the government in waiting.
But you know, I'm ask no, I'm a try, I don't pay no. Then maybe somebody was asking me, say NDC and what power with the numbers of MPP, with a Kufadu being the opposition leader. Would you say NDC beat me a woman?
Oh no, they'll make the country ungovernable for you. Some Akada. They've always said that they will make the country ungovernable for anybody but for themselves. They will make the country ungovernable for you. We will feel the heat. I just said it here. The first group party that boycotted a friend saying, what do you call it, inauguration was the MPP. They don't care anything. They don't care but for themselves. And that's, I don't care, no. That disregard for statehood is what Omodibu minus is here. Omodu don't care. A group that for the first time in history could decide to show the soldiers, yep, we want to steal the mandate of the people. If they resist, shoot to kill them. That's not a group that where you take you just treat them with kids' clothes. Omunye, you know, go back to parliament and see some of the actions that have happened in parliament before. You know, say it came from these people. The Martin Homeford. You know how they are. So for us, I mean, I understand that sometimes you look at it and say, well, you want to protect the institutions. Well, you want to, the more intellectual part of, you want to debate and you want to do these things. Yes, and NDC, we've always had the men, NDC, we've always had the intellectuals. But most importantly, we've always had the fine balance of intellectualism and that militancy approach to how and how we do things.
The issues about new executives, because a month for say new executives, we chairman action, we the general secretary,
organizer, national communication officer.
They believe that me feel say it's too early. That is what I think. That is too early. But the BGD said no, they are not doing enough.
Well, for me, I think that a few of the things that they've done gave signal, say this are a group that would, because these people were voted in. The party made a move for the friend radicals because the radicalism in NDC in the last few years, you agree with me, say it's gone down. It's giving way more for the intellectualism, which is not bad in a sense. But the NDC JJ Kacha and say we shouldn't shed off or lose, has always had a fine balance of radical intellectualism. That's the principles that we've abided by.
Now, my uncle Parliament, my uncle Parliament in Korea de Koso, Omugusu Omoto Abano, Parliament, and of course NDC, a man for Omi intact. What we are hearing is that MPP for no that is what we are hearing. Yenya confirmation. But some few minutes ago, we had the information that still almost struggles or Munkro for no Eberson. And my uncle Parliament said, yeah, and MSC.
Jerry Alexandra, today. Ejekun Emmanuel Pado, Granza South. Ajimamenu Kweku, Doma Central. Ajima Senator, Doctor. Lotte College. Ajani Mbwati Kweku, Brekum West. I am Kingsley Carlos, Tema West. Akangwariba Lydia Lamisi Tempani Achia Samuel Atan Ebuakwa South Alazuga Albert Akuka Garu Al-Hassan Abdullah Idi Saladano Al-Hassan Bashir Hussein Al-Haji Sanriku Al-Hassan Lydia Seyram Ayawase West Wogon Alasan Shaibu Suhini Tamale No Aliyu Muhammad Umar Faru Yendi Alaute Angela Afaja South Amangwa Nicholas, Amenfi East.
So, but it seems that we know more orderly than the previous abattoir.
Yes, because now we've learned our lessons. They've also learned their lessons. Yeah. Now we have to ensure scrutiny and supervision.
Yeah.
Not counting, no. Somebody doesn't play games there. Mijidi say, if we continue with it, the decision our part near funnel in terms of not approving these vetted ministers, and also ensuring that some of the stance or position we've taken, will be accepted. We'll get it the way we want.
Yeah, but say another issue amount for raising is say MPP for now are shorty a nipa baako, and they don't know who. Yeah, reporters need to me.
So no, I just was in town.
Yes. No, yesterday she was around.
It's Kojo come back in Parliament.
That is what I don't know.
Well,
but information I say Oma are shorted by Nipa Beye 2. And there's
God is answering the Ghanaians almost suffering.
With a Joseph and run and then so be grab a better.
But I saw a tweet that said that Joseph had left this morning to the US today.
I doubt it.
It's an unverified tweet, so
yes,
I don't know how to.
With a Joseph, I know so around, but me, you try to see a report and meet me and check my house to with because Canada Japan say be 233 ya no be remu. Maybe no muswaka ewe almost no emaye. But what we are hearing right now is still akabe nipa ba kwa na mi no be, and I don't know.
Well, maybe almost no. These two people, they also identify with the call of Ghanaians because I mean their constituents are feeling the pinch, and they know say some of these things if it goes on, a number of them will be punished. The MPs on the parliament on the side of MPP in parliament,
yeah,
a number of them will be punished for some of the decisions that they stood by their government on. A number of them will be punished because I mean at the end of the day, when the hardships is coming, the people that feel it will include people in your constituency. They feel the hardship, and they know the hardship that has been visited on them is also as a result of all direct involvement in it. And so when it comes down, they know in in 2024 we will continuously reminding them say wait omuka ho brana obre and sikana ohwe na ejuma. I mean I met a woman in my constituency not auton Friday you say this thing that is used so condo mechanism which Mori okra a friend saying no ebrono. And then obviously she manufactures it into the condo, or she'll go through the process. Then she manufactures it into the condo and then sell it. She tells me, said, look, send me top bag, even if I buy the bag, I used to buy a bag at maybe 800, and then by the time I'm done, maybe piano out by processing will cost me per bag. A processing process will cost me about 100 cedis or 150 cedis. But I probably will make about 100 or 120 cedis on it. But now, so after the process and everything, people are so feeling their fence in their pockets that they cannot even buy the Mori. So she has to end up selling it for cheap. It's not a boka. It is so I catch her says she's not doing it anymore. She's home. She's home and she's sitting in the constituency with an MP that sits in parliament who is contributing to unknown hardship.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's how we need to continuously reminding them say, and the fact that and cost of living are high. The MP that comes to you every time and smiles with you, he is a chief contributor to it.
Okay,
until we start taking stances against them, we'll continue to have something. Maybe just two MPs from the people side. Maybe they identify with us.
Okay, so I'm checking from a parliamentary reporter or Akwaba. Answer about my overview ni bibiano why about Baba Pekeka crowd so but your nyanti say MPP for now shorty and nipa be ba community it is we just want to verify na amount for nya
my own thing that I the credit is I Hosam, young confirmed report into Minty Sudia. The year to meet the parliament in the honor, now say to be trouble and mobile. Now, yeah, TTB, intimate Sudia Sen Cray, Honorable Philip Baswa, Kumawu about for Persuasion more, and I'm seeing our has a Honorable Philip Baswa, and the young TSA. Ya bone kakra yetimfa corridor to I critical modern hospital na enwe gina kwabra na na bi hu no me na ante o chia me ne ade yes no look bit stress kakra
enra uhu no
oh yes kwabra me hu no
so which means oyobi a one no rapport.
Oh, many no rapport. So me always lay about no.
So which means and now oba yanka be
aka me hu, but na me hu no ma shete em hu nyina so me hu no. Enti me nim e bia on the election day ana to the bia we mu no mota yi kakra ku ni aka bia be prank. But don't think fire area so me to be so sa. Enti I don't know. Enti I don't know yet to ana after so no boss gas of so no me ha say. But I'm this for no I think say obi anaka Samson Laden wono de waba pusiga mpe ne waba wote ya se oba akra watena so wontu ni nine
there's a ayi na woka no ayamba pusiga
ayamba wono so aba wono de woto boy akra on sore kra wata obi api ko no so mpi woto beso ya ka se bibia na ayi because o mata take ka se na wa man na ka di wa be ye wo mu nti o mata get ni ade awutunte na ne bonto ne yam ne ya ho de bi aka na before
da bi o na say ne bu afuo ne bunfu ye obi amfa ho because wa ma say report say wa ma ade say oye wan ti a
everybody say obukoye parliament edumo na endo obukoye no na bi mu fa ho ja no ho bae to we so mo ja no ho ba
enti say omoja wa ba say ufonu kura issue statement quickly for to no obi an say omo na adwane aja wo phone no ekura wo de ye dey
I don't know you have so far
because say honorable ayamba no say our page our Facebook page our tweet ejuni nkrofo akoba bi o ma adwane agya wo no nya no an say amanfo nkrofo am do mba da adwane agya menti me maka ha anya say we ya
e bi so ko ye be mu so ko no ko che no hotel room no die
so adakura that's the need na mo adwane agya me ameka se me dan
no battery ho ka ba wo jancha ja so Ghana be be
Daniel said ni meji obi dia na ma sere se sro kuma se mam wo Facebook na efa send me nkrofo ma me I mean but anyway no big obi catch we are sure say Joseph ani ho we are sure
well let me see bibia and I'm not surprised say omo de na mkuma say matete bi so my but na enra no na honorable maybe how in cancer board deputy minister for youth and highways ni wa no say wa wo kakra na enu obepie mu ha na enye nzo ntimi ma obi a wa ni aka be ebede waba but waba enti no bidia so timi obi na papa dam pam kura na kura no ha sia wo ba be to ba no enti enye mo wa say be bu ata
why na ne papa dam pam still wa ba
NDC match be ni ba ko ni di no na me
why
the di no me rest di no me find out na catch
enye adina dani ni bresem
adani ni bre asan so kwa ma ti say me onu so kwa onzu e be si di papa you
but looking at say we are about to no kono say we obi out to be sensei
so far the be out to a crowd the be 15 dey ko dey me pay dey na ma to be 15 dey ko dey be out to
and yes so the aggressive we buy so me fast o
so I know the class crowd na dey you bo di na ni ho dey no ya asen na mo we me bo di na be we mu dia and e different but to say be bo di awie na later wabano I obey accepted and none of say you have to be present at the time I hear to wabano present members present if you board in a one ma and it's always present you to me that you board here to what wabano you have not be where the mobile the there
I see all right finally the atmosphere to say
I had tidy what corner I didn't know it's me done a bit in the other side, bit in the other side. No crap, I'm make a tone. Senya NBC party natiki and trench positioner. It's not a funka. We can never do. Can never move to back when I committing up to Ama because come on, NBC, they are friends, they are brothers and sisters. I'm waiting and for. I will say.
Kwagu ye ka mamu ana ye ka danfo danfo de so dia danfo Dadio baby na say ka danfo obi danfo no obi ye ka mamu ana ye ka governance ana say ye ka
no they say no say name trench position ni dia and can you be on say party not taking trench position say no you here abubia bi ya omo take government so omo so say omo fa bin kan ho omo mu firi omo bi aba Bushiri keke omo fa bin kan standard na ba
baby Kwagu na say we nyansa enipa ne say de owo no te so osimi di bi aba de dada no e ho no dada no na nanyi ho o so
ba wa woni say ye ntimi fa say agri minister pa agri no ye no obi ama me ho ana say bi trade minister pa I can you
Debi na se Kwaku ye merge etimi merge your friends ministries there bia ana ebinsi kromada just bia unim governance na bia be kasa but say see from mampani kufo oye bi me hu ye retames ye bi me hu ye jomama ye bi ma ye hu ye enti there na say ne
but we be address on the we say ministry be say trade come away the comedy I make a crowd and creating a confusion when I can be a fish in about the minister. Thank you.
Me Kwagu, sir, your tourism ministry, right? And your trade ministry. Now, Parliament one tourism and a trade committee no come on anyone.
But but before some of the constitutional on my side decision now I say mampani de nipa 9 by say young Thomas or more nominated no Thomas or more approval or more Supreme Court judge the nipa me do or more I was here you know sir I know it me ka say na de o mepene so or yeah and justice and yawo jawu and after Justice George Kingsley Kumsen omumyenu na tonto do omo so next so omo at the report number omo ayaba manage for so take and trade position beto omo so aba enti omo so omo mpini omo decision omo antini na ne say omo ye politically aligned between ado makwakwose NPP amana yi ana after so Supreme Court no pack the door so enti say omo de omo politically aligned so ko ho a omo di bie mo so mo ye NPP for no mo do mo ko a e basa delivering the justice system the justice be ye adwuma no prepare you any fine mo no enya de be ko yi nti minority for so reject from the twaba na mo majority for say hono de o ye de kra now they qualify the bia to so mo qualify and was any politics there yo nti mo ni some come politics once the things like mo debate me say you don't qualify na political inquiry they also support it nti you we na almost you hear them so better mo so aba
okay Kwagu that's bebre ode biwandi ya gate na no pe sebe ya obi betweba obi
hu gina no ho ai wu pe nya bebe me just mani twadi no kam me hwese ye bo de nema tupe na me hwese a se bi akogba no se speaker kra se ye tuwi a obe ka amani ni nyina bomu afuntum ansa na master pia ka mon kan we de nko
Dabi omo dabi Kwagu kacha ni sa ya mpre kacha sa me se mpre Kwagu kacha sa me se mpre ma wo nya sa ma bangba be nya sa
na kan be se be operation bi
on kai obi ade nko but Mumsa NDC national chairman and run no and so
Bohasenita we see a word no Bohasenita one ne pamfo greater car regional chairman sotia as more sotia and other executive for we are meant to be moving this year on your tiase kiki Bohasentia no ka say
but 50 content me ama
50 content me ama
Okay, all right, Kwaku. Yeah, that's about Chambio. All right, okay. So yeah, brought back to the studio. 3 issues, but the first issue, no, yeah. Now it's clear, sir. Yes, Kumewu MP Baswa.
Any so I was right about the about Adjosafo.
Yes,
so
right.
Adjosafo the untimi, but of course MP near or home fan you cannot wish that on anybody. And yeah, they are definitely as human being you would wish ill health on Obia, but maybe soon not not to put sickness or to take somebody out with that particular manner. But if he has to do it in such a way, or God has to do it in such a way that this would actually stop the madness that we're experiencing now, maybe that's what's good. I can only wish him speedy recovery and wish him well. It's not something that you wish for anybody, but under the circumstances, it's important that we uphold his absence. That's the most important. But just I think that.
So which means now NDC
MPP 166. Sorry, 130.
So somewhat 137. 135.
135.
And then NDC is doing 136.
136. Which means that NDC crown 136. Which means that if they're able to get 136, 136.
Okay.
If they're able to get Adjosafo in, that balances it.
Yeah.
But maybe Adjosafo will keep faith with Ghanaians. I mean, she knows that they are on their way to punishing her anyway. so maybe she will keep faith with Ghanaians.
But if you are not Adjosafo, they also like Baswa. Maybe I won't share that.
Maybe on share that, but in this particular.
But I pay me one said no was it because your report and see almost what could Pimu Kumase or Koyede.
Well, she's keeping faith with Ghanaians.
then another issue here about the way Abambagman person Makaino.
WWC issue the end may say
because I mean it doesn't tell.
There's some kind of who say hey they wanted six some kind of then so because other than that
no but other person of Tufra.
At this point you cannot say, but me sure say beyond Neno Yanyana. In the last few months, it's been difficult, so I interviews me. But be sure say Omunyana now, or maybe no bit much more. Now say parliamentary leadership after we Yenya chief whip and some of the leadership members of the leadership team now. Maybe Omono or betimi achechemu how they got to that particular point. But Mijidi say the NDC parliamentarians in parliament they understand the assignment and they understand they understand maybe they understand Ghanaians or the hardships that we're going in at this particular point, and I think that they understand say they have to keep faith with Ghanaians and they have to stand with us. Yes, so I mean for me we should be able to assert your stances in parliament at this time, because in any case this is the stance that Ghanaians are expecting. This is the stance that Ghanaians are expecting to show say we are truly the alternative. Okay,
so now about the presence of General Mosquito, and he was there today, he is there, the regional chairman also other executives
Room said these are some of the things that set General apart from a lot of politicians. We're fun of serious. I mean, yesterday he was there and that's what he wants to ensure, and let me try to say, he knew from the mandate that was given to him at the Congress, say, this is not the time to as NDC going forward for us to be able to chairman has shown say he's the chairman that is actually good and shows a way.
No be send me information say Oma mention a Kumewu MP Diama majority leader sorry say Onamkwemuba. I don't know.
I mean this is a part of the things that they want to do to undermine parliamentary democracy. No. When I come with saying The rules are simple.
But I think so because
you are not there. You are absent.
Nipa no on make say answer near frame a reporter. I catch him say they are forcing their way. They want to use the military chopper to go and pick him.
No, but this is one of the things that undermine parliamentary democracy. This is not the best. Uno is absent. That's it. We should proceed with the first.
Yes, but someone proceed. But so to me, bedrew or there.
No, but you heard one reporter. The rules are simple. Later, the votes have gone. We can't come back to it. So what's brief is it?
So it's likely say omo de ne baba be konto kwa no ma say no.
I mean Ghanaians should see it, but for me, yeah, my main concern now is that let all judge, but yafa, so that tomorrow nobody will come and say na na parliament no na so na efuaso. It is wrong. But when they are coming, I expect the inside, you see, that's the point I say that the radicalism part of us and that has gone down a bit, These are the point where it's needed. We need that radical intellectualism that we are known for, that perfect balance, This is the time we need to resist that oppressor. That line in the anthem, that is it. Standing Ghanaians, protecting them from hardships, protecting them from decisions that will continuously force them into serious times and serious hardships. So these are the things. So we need them to really be reminded of the oppressors, resist oppressors rule line in the anthem, and stand their grounds. We need them to be as radical and militant as they can if the MPP wants to force their way to undermine parliamentary democracy in parliament.
Well, quick one. You best say actually because we are picking another information and Sisianwa will be testing me. That Adwoa Safwa tested that she is not coming.
One time, that's it. Oh, hail Adwoa Safwa.
Yeah, that is the information I just received.
Oh, hail Adwoa Safwa.
That's the information I just received. That we tested the majority leader that she is not coming. But normally, the anime per se, speaker more Adwoa Safwa did not truly. Because sometimes we read your information a bit misleading.
Yes.
And but Nipa Chrono MPP insider.
Posterity will be kind to Adwoa Safwa.
And the person is telling me Adwoa Safwa sending message to a majority that she is not coming.
Posterity will worry. Because like I said, I'm sure say in her mind now, no so wabre with the misdirection, wabre with the misrule, wabre with the recklessness, wabre with the total disregard of people like her. Because the disregard, as I say, no, it's not only Ghanaians. So even as if it's not total disregard, how did the president sit down with 80 MPs? Negotiation men on me to allow the finance minister to stay. We do fencing. So if this is the some of the things she will know, but I'm very certain say in her head today she's keeping faith with Ghanaians. She's also tired of all these
but
things.
But my main point is say Adwoa Safwa from all indications yesterday she was there. So again the kind of man, if indeed is true what we are hearing is true, because the only thing about who say true is Aboni Dino only. Then which means the information I am picking in now.
The point is that,
so again the man I
of course assemble. Or someone and say it to me a person just to be able to unveil what really is the problem that is making her punish her government. But the other plausible reason she's also tired. She's tired with the misrule and the disregard of Ghanaians.
She would have resigned.
Well, maybe but if she resigns, it gives room for the people to just have a replacement and do what they want. Because already they are listening or prepping Michael Quay to come and take on any seat, bearing any offenses. So if she resigns today, and if we're going to go by electoral rules and we're resigning,
which means say by election,
you know what would happen. I just say maybe on also stand as independent now move vote in the muche. But I mean, obviously in the last election, if you look at the numbers that was put by Akrugu in that particular constituency, it shows you say it's also one of the seats that we can actually take. So I say, in fact, it's actually one of the biggest in anyway. But most importantly, if she resigns today, and they find a replacement for her, and if they go about it in the ways they went about it in 2020, and they're able to replace her with another MP, then we are doomed. But if she's there now, she can be that savior. She can be that Santua. She can be that one that posterity will be kind to. At least she stood up for the rights of the people. She stood up for the people where it matters most. So for you, that's what we actually remember of.
Well, yeah, we have the next, let's say, just 15 minutes to go. I wish I could bet me to Edru baby or Mobe Kayami.
I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to that. I want to hear. I mean, whether they will put it together like it's been speculated, no, and I say it will be divided to show, say, okay, the inside way, mono. There's a number of votes they had.
I have a challenge there. For a month for what parliament or move feeding with information. My test back. My test MPs back say what is happening.
What is happening?
Because I want to maintain here, Papa.
Me and that's why I'm saying, say, maybe we should wait for the real basis for it. But as it stands now, okay, there is no excuse that will be sweeter to the ears of Ghanaians than the stance that NDC has taken to ensure say these decisions do not.
Mamen check here Kumawu MP ne Kwagu yes he about Kumawu MP din
didn't information that we say na majority leader sorry eka say or nam plan so awoba enti or say command but say omebodi di no ha no eni asem no the thing we want say about di
no, but yeah, we know the confirmation is that you are born in and majority leader so nam kwemu ba. But the rules now,
na majority leader secretary permission, but it means that from the other side, no. And to mean the back speaker so and country.
I just
when you do P column, also about the alphabetical order level. A B because of them C side of a GRSB or do sa alphabet now, Philip Baswa no wa. Meaning to be or the Baswa Philip use or the same kilo.
What or the Baswa Philip no because I 5 minutes ago now man forced me intel from inside so Oma Bonidi and Papa Nidin is was a chamber say on
the gentleman who said or to keep a mission, but speaker and cash, but almost so to the other side say there be Omuka no, but the remember to the how they be at the better done.
But yes, I just have what they no confirm me.
We didn't do as well. I don't know again, as well. So I just have for I did the maybe or so I just have for yes, say, or making a bully being say or habia, no. But so far, no young PSA, who yes, all around, but all back or back way down the to the tea party, no, yet to take the election, but who yet to me that, but things may change.
Okay, so I have about 2-3 issues as to whether say Oshikumase so or around and so ma or baso so one shekra at 20 MPP.
And only someone
because 10 minutes ago no be tested say I just have at tested a majority leader say my watching.
Because my many issue need to ask some more court to move into the you know, yeah, they are more than enough court. And you know, now so move into as long as they are no condition. Because if you want to know, I'm not going negotiation.
Okay, okay, all right. So you were interested what Baswa Dinumu as to say Baswa between bedru. Said the okay, no, send a yari no. Woman yet as a baby or dano and ya. With me, Nimquire or Befaso bedru, but what the young not mess around, and I don't also be better to say Joshua, and no show be any my show be any show be which one was it? Now the cocoa you are. I go on there cocoa.
The parliament is a
na one go na cocoa.
so far there's all the power.
We are no ones who trust what we name
the because so much more account the other made them.
I was catchers on fun and sound one camera for now on Shannon.
You did you won't be a bush on what you do. You didn't have some
Oh, you mind you. But sir, Aban Babin, Obisa nose mask, Abatawa. I say Aban Babin forcing upon money you nose mask near Renny Pacro because your president, you emphasize the land will see everybody.
Unless in the principle of this house, maybe unless minority panel review objection, etia. So minority panel review objection and Brown to speak and to me, and paying yes idea, no,
okay, all right, Kwaku.
Objection here.
All right, Kwaku. Yeah, that's it. I won't say a question, so, right?
Oh, a question, so about one question, so power. A question, so power.
All right, okay. All right, thank you. Baba,
this means that everything starts and depends on the minority.
Yes.
So maybe I did okay.
Yes.
Yes. Which means that everything starts and then Americans say, a bit do, that's fine in the building.
Boko there. I didn't show it to Okrum.
Ensure toy by chance is your toy.
Yeah.
So like I say, this is the point where the radicalism now has to show. We need to show, and you see, when people talk about the fact that they think that we are not doing enough, they are not doing enough. The only part don't know. Sometimes it's not the fact that we are not. It's not the fact that they've not seen us do anything. They've seen us done a lot of things. But the only part and I say, intellectualism change radicalism. And NDC that we know has always had the fine balance of intellectualism and radicalism. A bad book no near bad affairs and when it comes to radicalism and militancy approaching it there, and also so you won't miss us there. So when it gets to this particular point, that is where why intellectualism man Ekusi was saying. Still the MPP is still disregarding the people and still pushing some of this decision through. So when you get to that particular point, that is the point where the radicalism should actually start with you, not the people. The people want to see you face the bullet, not them. Before.
Nana, say point I drew 40 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago, any picking tell say almost short to be two. Ampa call a reporter or not just say Baswa. Ehon fano. And Adwasa Fua is sworn in them Kumasi. Then Sisiano. And yet to say almost so much Baswa Eba, majority leader as I say, but yes, Baswa Eba. A whole lot of, but it seems that the MPP's back is at the wall.
Yamine Chiomuka. Yankupon. Ya Odikwasia Asemano. Ya Abua Onidia. Yame. Ghana Fuye Nidia.
Yeah.
Yaye mobo sebi nipa dasani ya enka wunyi nenka sebi o utirimu ogo nenka utirimu yemre bakufo do nyini no afi na bone mese o man ni mu nipa nyina memfa ho ne de ebesie maguma mayoko MPP me say go man no me destroy bibia me dem sabe so bia me say no from the one Akufo do be man penny till date bibia ni wa won say no. I don't see why I should ever think of anything spiritual called Satan when I know Akufo.
State institutions
bibia was say no what destroy bibia.
Yeah, even the central bank
and the pain. Yeah, a lot of people, including myself, yenya, and yet much to do with Akufo to say yeah, yenya pain. Yeah, if you say Nyankopon ayayadum, the first term no, not our upper hand over all of us as a people.
Yeah,
because not our majority in parliament. That majority no, they could take any decision without recourse to humanity. It got to a point, all of us,
Nyankopɔn fan no say okay se me meso afrɛ me na se bi me nyame me tie wo mo a mema Nebukadnezar atena ho na wa mama hu se mi nyame mi onyame a mani kumi ma ho na nyame ma parliament. In fact, NDC had won majority.
Yes,
but for adia minia babeka, NDC seems to have forgotten about where they have come from. No, yeah, we criticize their behavior in the past, but you don't have to have a president like Akufo-Addo and behave like we are intellectual. What they call him? Me panu mu abon ono ka bibia beka bia onim so kura wonye.
The same person that will use guns to kill.
About the bonny na
Ebesia. Na sabi obi si wo de asi na wo si wuntu de ane wadwen no.
Ene sesi wo.
What must say and parliament na nyaye no. Ada ye to abama speaker Bagbin. Me Bagbin me di ni ho ya o.
I'm not complaining.
Oh, yeah, me didn't know ya. Why not? Me didn't know ya. You see, I have been very quiet because of his health. Yes, but me now ya for Emma Messemino, and untina I have been quiet for a very long while. Me when demeanor, and you maybe I said even after he was even giving that bad medication in your man, yeah, amana yare no. Se untimi mfa ho na umfa adwendwen enko oman ne ho a medi ho yawo but baby I drew near baby I was so man fo nyina hu se NDC pe ene sebi yedi mafo omne betimi aka bia ma oman no Nyankopon free soro ma emeye bibia age so de nam nipa so se omo ye ni da so nyina ye NDC a omo mra hye bedwam hey we NDC ni wa bontin na nye member of parliament say no Ghana ni ntimi nku ho in fact NDC ni ntimi nku John Mahama ho. John Mahama cannot salvage any situation now.
Yes,
the only saviors we have are the members of parliament. Na se san kofo we di ehwa wona sem better studio na di obi atema wo se ma me di na atem ada na me di na atem me na me ka so nko MP ni. You are MP because you want to represent a certain group of people.
But beyond that,
and by extension, the Ghanaian people.
But yeah, beyond that, no, you said in Padua the Copio. Yen ya ko boa. And I ubenya NDC so wasne. Na se and what do I na she bedwam. Na se consensus bi
so the Kobo game. Yes, why not? The Koko ye. Kobo game in your interest. Now discuss about Tom.
No.
Now the catch am say na wo wanya ska. And until the open na be ya midonyame. Munda mu no. Ye be ye. And you know, I was very happy when the few changes that a course on a course. More to the point, maybe I hear Bruno. Pabna say NDC and person mama you koni begua. They should show more strength.
It's finito.
Because this is the timer. You have to show yourself worthy of a cause in the name of Ghana. Obi anim say NDC for there say no mo na Ghana for nyina ndida mo so obi anim including Akufo-Addo na mu he knows
they know
and obi also nim say MPP for na se bedwafo ni nyina no omo nyina nim nyansa apart from a few bi a omo aye betting bi de mu omo maka ni nyina majority of the MPs omo na se bedwam nyina abodama jimi omo nim nyansa am Akufo-Addo Way, Akufo-Addo way. I'm a munina political career, you know, they are where apart from Eugene, now say or repent ye. And here very few others. Very few. Somewhere to me, I can say, yea, now say, but for you, who say, can you for at your arm robber or your crow for to bottom me? The next moment, no matter this can come on what to. Where you nipa? And more crash on for so charm. So, Jack Crowd will wait and be inquiring. And more so on for short members of parliament. And Kwasiade Ekosu nyina ti Ghana 14 painting kwano. Etu hu se Akufo-Addo enyoma ho ye nyansa nim. Yeah, what say who come mobilize say enyoma Akufo-Addo ye na nyansa nim no. Ye nkoto aba ne ye fa enforce say enyoma na nyansa nim no. Ye fa nto aso. Adwo asafo aso wo ma. Awonim nyansa. Na say adwo ne papa na ka se okoto awaro mada. Adwo wa jimi mpo no. Eti se o se chairman sa onim nyansa.
Asoma.
Yes, onyimi ye. we are not in Japan na no senior be na bonten Ghana first we tiri so first wait I didn't just say Ghana I didn't just say wo ko ma wo man
wa buru nkrofo adu nkrofo a kire am yakum nkrofo.
We have gotten to a point all of us must come united behind the minority now and the omoye majority on the nyame aye yakupon twa kwase aka woma ne bia a owie no etua na no ade koda obekọ na etua na no no ada o ti unya na wawo no so na akohye ni minimum
because enu abaso abai enu adwo asafo abai den abaso atimi ayare
yo
all of a sudden na adwo asafo asu krampo you
say almost akoto aba no kra na say secret ballot
baso abeduru
eko secret ballot MPP for ni bi be say atu atia
na adwo
what you say eti no minority no even kwabra so omoto aba no kra wie na ekoba say MPP for no aside no omado so achen NDC for no even by just that one vote no na say NDC for no nyina to no na Ghana for who say NDC to no NDC stands tallest
yeah me massive nyina
because Ghana for be who say oh mo de mo kuma na ye na anye den anye yi
me de massive
Jimmy for way there na me say primaries no e be fekeke MPP primaries e be fekeke
really
ho na be hu emu ano a Ghana for ehu wo mo no so mo say appoint crowd ko gina e beto ama no odwan crowd ko gina e beto ama
okay national elections no
me say NPP primaries ba wo de pani na kohwe
e dey na wati
na den na say na say me ko atwemamponua
yeah
benya nipa 80 every ho a mo me de o ma ba NDC me beji NDC ka samo mo me ba yo mo say NDC for omo beto aba presidential candidate any parliamentary nti yen twen omo wi a no ma beji card amomo nti maka chomo maba o ma no ba omo say me ba atwemamponua biem a me ba me 1000 t-shirts make sure say the JM anim dem ya it is ensroma ehren me family omo na me the less than 1000 ba omo bebre nya bi imumma rantie omo say me family enwa bi agya kura de asem ne kura sei eti no adwuma ne de eduru ho a na oni say boys ne ba ako oye polling station youth organizer
I see remember quick Charles when I wo free parliament nebe no you should don't worry we dey 5 minutes wo free parliament nebe
me free on nebe
baso aba
for now feedback on the man's I free on say omo numbers ni nyina agi say yinko a adwo asafo ane ni ho
ene je so ni number
baso ane ni ho o me kan say na yento aba ni wi polling agency gina ho MPC no so yeso bo odi ayi wanim ansa na aba no wato
obeyi se face
ma be no na omadu e column E4 na eto aba no gi abeto 5 obeto 5 yes or no o to wi a ewie ministers ne de nese kwan da mu a ne aba judges no nso so o judges no minority no rejected 2 ana omoje one year den etumu ne wakodi party chairman de we den gi ni to say into I think say baby ayedru no kwaraji say omato aba na wie na ne na hoya mwanwa ye mini ya mini na mini papa kuma koyokum
waba
kwarawi ya dakoro obeke mo parliament ho
no kojokum timbai
so ne say wadane ambulance mu MP
but ambulance then they buy
David the man use ambulance
what you reach
say me we getting one tia say
on my parliament
say
and so drew
you say event drew say what do you say whether na what parliament inside in favor health so adaging our mind to say Ghana nyame ankasa mu take decision at their mind say this is how I want Ghana
you have to stop fighting
but what is so special na adentina senka MPP for no GDA or more MPs no more. I said don't get the parliament if you know. And now I trained them ya na a year draw. I said to yourself I am norm. Yeah, na a Yazinko the answer about transfer will be said. And now from one year the net transfer. I was laughing when I saw say ebi yes ballot box no esi ha we no more to we be hu it do to me say kwabra 137 na wo ho no na say nye omo independent mind and omo dey dwena ya de na omo ye no because
say so omo nye 137 36
that be 30 o dey me can say say ayi so waka ho your friend is saying akwa ba akwa your friend is saying first deputy second deputy speaker
independent so account omo ye one say
formula the no kan one no me 138 na say no
and that's adjust for
one na ni ho
to 137
sa na omo kan omo no mu asem na me kan
yes
also Mr. Speaker we are 137 we are
and then this year
136 because with that Asinov
okay
but yes you who say omo numbers na omo
136
yeah what doubt enti omo colleague ejina ballot box no. Fortunately for me MP na police agent.
Emma eja MVP for box no.
There box na how can say ejimi. Box no mo ka say yem obi Anthony de enko. Wo wa gire wo mutim. Say wo mo ni gidie e wo mo nkrofo no mutim no say box no be ya obi Anthony de. Say the MVP for court no wan to a. You know say ni baboni for fry mu. Any speaker say abayen to bi sa o hada.
Okay to omba tu ni na.
Abadi so to bom. Na fie ni panti omo yem shishi omo say.
One and this pulling agent.
Ahmed and a police agent.
That's right.
You know, I go to say about no more to know. They say
me information.
Omo BP I shoot you.
Information I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Ajita.
Oh.
I just of what there. What test this speaker?
Enya adu akura no ma ya. Okay, me chia why are there?
Where?
I'm on for about 20 because I know
Asat minimia assist.
I do go on the part of
MPP lose.
On the Asat 4 p.m.
Yeah, working.
Let me say their side were fed up with the system.
My bread.
Yeah. But minimia see I say my overconfident. E basa no so a na futu a ya send text message say mo bi amfa no
so bia there be so bia momo account here adwuma
there be mo bia amfa mo bia bon free sabre nkofo meja bank transfer bia be
bank transfer is still no how many scan here this
system side no
not just almost side there
ya hot there and the send ya bo odua na anya wa na ne obewu because Sir, general on activities. He was supposed to be in Kumasi yesterday. Or cancelled. And now he saw no house with members. Or see, the decision is called Ghana.
That's it.
And Adabraka.
That's it. One time.
Also, Obi away haircut today. Then I'll recruit more expensive appointees. Simple argument. Or Chiremwa. Or Kaya now above. Or say oh, they say IMF so the above betum say Ghana nkwaji assurance free and creditors.
Yes.
And sana wono oni atanse.
Assurance is not coming.
Creditors is when you credit worthy. Kwabra abrapon no. Ye say me to e ka sem go pay 2 million Ghana mi nya ni ahye mbo say me go pay 2 million Ghana mra sana menya nkwa. Adi say ne ya ka kire me. Entino house na on MPP for ni hunu say MPs ni bi kura yare ebi help nye and I mean say Ghana Revenue Authority the bill maku num ni nyina ye taxes new taxes ye dey kan ye ho say ye gitum a entimi say was a situation we mu a
say gitum a be cut to what percent say 21% the gitum will come to about what 24-25% na
taxes na
separate ones on
when there be betimi a rent into expect say so mo gi rent dey tuma or rent be kosoro and na onim taxes na mo say nya 4 billion annually every year. Sa 4 billion no kwabra ni source so bi aniwa efiri oil efiri ankran no sa ne mani nyina da o entino we no say ye mpene so anka munyintum na eno no so bia agi mienu atum ni abo miensa agu anya sa say minister bia anko adwuma Almost say nim no omo ye adeboni bia e free na otwe ebesimi ene so mbekọ aba no de bia minister bia ebekọ parliament because ade bia ne wono ma ye nto so aba kobra baby ye duru no abato ne ebeto na akasiem because nyame ya adoma me ye wie primaries election year 2020 to 2024
say no so
I think you have a critical moment.
Yeah, but when him ya problem of boss is ya mehu NDC MPC so mbelu so seats no bombe bro inside
let me tell you one thing let me tell you one thing I've noticed about I've noticed one thing about NDC MPs. The difference between Omone NPP MPs no. Baako di nefu nenam. Baako edi omai no nenam. NPP MP bien wo tise Okujeto. That one the constituency. I'm mentioning Okujeto because maybe I've been seeing more of him on the Facebook. Pokuya Soya, Quinsta, Ahmed, any like all those people. Where Chairman cannot tell Adia or Baye Mrashibedwani no. Why ye Amazon for Untiminka, Onibi.
No significant.
No significant. We have been working in the interest of Kana Emra. Meboa.
The reality of that rule now.
MP, why ye be a man constituency and say what to football JC Amomo? Football JC. A man may say JC in Fankojum.
An election and watch it, bro.
What I say. But so the way I did diligence echo Majumahu as NDC MPs no. When you see Prime Minister Krana, Obeka se Alayaka Ami. Obeka. And they understand democracy to the point say, yes, minya kamaye. Because ono huni musa okotu obi ansa na oba. What I say? In several, omo ankasa komra shebedwe ho akohu say, the constituents enya more of me. It is a mikolusu prime minister. I deserve to lose. It is omu lose na so omu kosa omu kwa akoba bra. So omu lose ni nyina ebe hu omu.
Yeah.
And the eagle liar said you get your parliament so na.
Omu ni baby afa.
Kokotako.
Baba the next 2 minutes. Okay, but last
me the idea be esre. Say Mama yenye consistent wo how MPP party no any omo MPs no oma dane parliamentary work no an event when they need power from Ghanaians it is when they go to parliament kobra hon mama yes ba say ye ko share emrama na favor Ghana for no your bills bebre on ma in advantage of you and I. They don't talk about it. Oh, they have stress on the firm when it comes to e-levy. We have stress on the firm when it comes to approval of ministers. A do so more Ethiopia more some for so pa Oba Beyama Ghana, Minister of State and the Minister of the Finance and then. Local government. Yeah, additional minister. When you say local government, or 2 deputies.
Yes.
Oh yeah, or 2 deputies. Or 2 deputies. A2. Damboche, Martin Kosa, and Akumadan MP. 2. And the question we are asking is say, I didn't Odia said Neo Munina Begui, Muamunia approve an area. Oh, Pomo 28, 30, 13, 15. Just NDC for neighbor day or so. Yan no Ghana winning ye. A do some more better power. No more in a choir and a parliament to your baby packet.
Anyway, and that demonstration in Basso.
I am Quabraya Coy.
Okay.
Name on presidency for no man major Mokratano. Our parliament,
so offense room.
I jerry honum, and now we can money, yes, resre. And you come down from how and 2 offense room. Many man for no firm.
Akweman Sutri.
Yeah, the petition come out boss secretary. Now your money must for pass a maca.
Me won fear so the Jame one am say Amisha Danyame.
Why yame? You say counter from my
yes, and I make Amisha Danyame. 1 minute.
And then I kind of earlier no say it is time say we have that perfect balance of intellectualism and radicalism. No, that radicalism now Iraq from Arsenal is what people are pointing
to. So credible sources from inside NDC 136 MPP 136.
How?
A pie so sir.
Among but that how? Yeah, 136 136. 136 136.
A pie so.
136 136.
That's it.
And it seems the information I'm getting now, and one that send this garden ye pass obin fair trade mayor because a man for person de baako e fair trade be to say o asumasi bai
omo
enti omo yira de ne pa omo yira de ne pa.
So maybe I mean Ghanaians are looking onto us. Yeah, you know, if we want to show say we are the true viable alternative, we are the government in waiting, you know, this is the time to stand with them. This is the time as radicalism, militancy, you know, we need to be able to bring it. We are buying our mono. When you show them too much intellectualism, the bonnie so when you are dealing with such people, you deal with them with strong arms.
Thank you.
So if this is the point where in Parliament now, a battleground where we have to deal with them with strong arms and protect Ghanaians from the untold hardships they've visited on them all this while.
Lizzo, I don't catch NDC MPs.
NDC MPs, the minu babe kana ukra pen ede kwa kon. Obi kura se kan ni atu. Enti sebi de na hia se won so no. Onfa atu ni se kan ni bi nkonkusia. You have done a lot of debates. Oh, Kenyans are some on person betie. The obeka bia no abawom enso say onfa. Etino also chane say any emisu to me. Oh, when you are dealing with someone who does not believe in the law but believes in power, make sure you deal with him with power. Because no one has monopoly over Nkwasasem. Enti ono ya announce we otu ana we anase odisi anu wetu. Kwabra ade baako a mesa aka kire Ghana fo nyina ne say me age atofo sen ho.
Okay,
so far.
Okay.
Umi nyina ya monichidom. Umi nyina ya moano. Sebi ni sinto bia owo bia no so ono so ma Ghana fo hu. Woni Ahmed ne nuanum nyina. In fact, Muntaka no so yenyi omumu.
No way.
They are still with us.
No way.
I met him in Kumasi and I saw the energy in him. Yeah. Always poised for action. I haven't met your friend Haruna, but I still believe, say, knowing who he is, yes, even if things went wrong, he will correct it by himself and then reset into action. I believe, say, the future is brighter. And the stronger we are now, the better we are tomorrow.
Inshallah. Live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Tabia Heba Center. Woman de Tabia Heba Meshaba. Tabia Heba capsules. Room memory be a memory be. Which is your ya constipation. A bem me pachawa. Na wama onsa etumia can be a beboa papa. Quick Credit Investment Microcredit Limited. We are grateful. Sanso na CD Eba Center Domasipa. Give us ewa hase. Minia Akwaba.
Boss Macho Joso.
Kajatum.
Yadase. Ewusia ene enyumen so mama menfa enchiakase emfemfi Give us Eba Center. Akache emfama mu nyina ene efiada enyumre ebra aye the commander of the airwaves what did the Citizen Show ene efiada de no so no de ababegu no na mesra obi biara woda so 80 Accra 100.5 FM say wo adwa so say wo tie ehye mu say ye trotro taisi wanka say wo fie anase bebia wo bia no moma memfa enche akese emfa emamo ene eye enyumre ipa na ebre ne edon nyina no se menemu ebehia wa hanom a na enye nkonwo bia na yebedi se ne yebetumi aboa ma ya pomuden afa ne ntoma pa efra na ya pomuden etumi akonkanti no ɛna ɛbrɛ ne ɛdɔn nyinaa no na Givers Herbal Center odiifu Charles na ma bɛtena ase na me ne mu adi nkɔmmɔ kama paa na ɛnɛ anwummerɛ yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ no mmienu ɛde afa yɛnnuro ahodoɔ a yɛde aba adwaman so no abi na ɛyɛ a na wakae sɛ yɛnnuro nyinaa ɛyɛ ɛmɛmu hahama ɛne ndubina a me ne wɔka sɛ yɛde afa abɛɛfo nimdeɛ kwan so ɛne yɛde ayɛ aduro no kama ɛtumi yɛde aba yɛwie no yɛde kɔma FDA foɔ ma ɔmo so mo gye ɛyɛ hwehwɛmu sampa aduro no ɛsɛ fata ɛsan yarewa ahodoɔ a yɛde atototo sɛ aduro no atumi sane nti no yɛmfa mbrɛ na Ghana de hyeɛ yare ahodoɔ a ayɛ kwankorɔ nneɛma abasamtuo aba na anigye ebi ani abusua ankorankorɛ ɛne ɛyɛ mantam ahodoɔ nyinaa no ne nyinaa no ɛto atumi atwa na maame no ndi nkɔmmɔ ɛmfamfa yare baako a kamea sɛ brɛ ne aduro nyinaa no yɛtae ka ho asɛm yɛbɔ din paa na ɛyɛ a na yɛmfa yɛadwene yɛnsusuyɛ na ehiadeɛ sɛ etumi hia no ɛyɛ a yɛmfa nka ho yɛ ɛyɛ etridi yarewa malaria na malaria yare a yɛka ho asɛm yi wokɔ wiase afa ne nyinaa apɔmuden kubatan a yɛtwa ne kyerɛ fɛ no ɛyɛ hu anaasɛ wo kyerɛkyerɛ mu a na ɛyɛ World Health Organization wɔn mo hwehwɛ mu a mo yɛ bɛda adi ɛne hwehwɛ mu ahodoɔ a ɛtɔ dwa nyinaa kyerɛ sɛ wofa ɛyɛ awɔ mu a mo kɔ ayaresabea kɔgye ayarehwɛ ɛde bia wenye na wɔtwe wenye bosome wenye afe de bia de ɛbɛkye bia woyi ɔha mu kyekyɛmu ɔha ɛde si hɔ nom a emu adwo wɔtwe ɛyɛ wɔn a wɔn de etridi yarewa mepam kyɛ malaria fever ɛno ɛna wɔn de kɔ ayaresabea ahodoɔ na ne sanso nti ɛna Givers Herbal Center yɛayɛ yɛadwen sɛ yɛnhwɛ sɛ ɛyɛ brɛ ne ɛdɔn nyinaa no yɛde saa yarewa ahodoɔ yi ɛbɛkɔ ayaresabea na yɛakɔkɔbɔ ɛka twitwiridi ansana yɛtumi anya yɛfa ahodie enti no bɔ mɔden na wonya Givers Herbal Center yɛnu pa no bia na ɛsɛ wabɔ ho mɔden esie wɔsiesie ho esie ampo ansana yare no ayi ne tie di ɛsan sɛ brɛ bɛba ne deɛ na wo deɛ oti dɔ one ne to kwanta mo apai na obebisa sɛ malaria anaasɛ etridi no ɛba ne sɛn ɛna ɛyɛ ɛba na nneɛma ɛde ba ɛyɛ adeɛ baako pɛ ɛyɛ ntontom ntontom no nso no yɛwɔ ne mienu yɛwɔ ne baa wɔ hɔ ɛne yɛwɔ ne bɛɛma ɛwɔ hɔ na ne baa yɛfrɛ no ɛyɛ female anopheles mosquito no ɔno na sɛ wanya ɛyɛ ahohyɛso anaasɛ wanya ahwɛ yie na wɔba bɛkaw a ogya nea yɛfrɛ no ɛyɛ plasmodium parasite ɛmoa no ɛde gu widie no mu na ɛno na sɛ wɔntu ho ana mɔntɛm a na ɛne mogya no ɛdi efuru sane anaasɛ ɛdi afra ɛne ne di afra saa pɛ wɔn sɛ na ahyɛ aseɛ na ɛmoa no ɛwuwu gu nipadua no mu na ɛwuwu gu nipadua no mu na ɛwuwu gu nipadua no mu sɛ wɔntu ho ana mɔnsɛ kim wɔn sɛ na agye nsɛm ɛno na wobɛhu sɛ ɛna yare no so malaria anaasɛ etridi a yɛka ho asɛm ɛyɛ yare kuntam paa ɛsen yare bia sɛ wɔama w'ani anko ho ama w'ani ankɔ ho a ɛsan sɛ ɛberɛ a ɛyɛ plasmodium parasite no edidi widie no mu na edidi mogya no mu na ani mogya no edi afra no na ewurawura nipadua no ntini ne n'akɔa ne ne baabia ɛne ɛsɔ ha na ɛsɔ ha na ɛsɔ ha na ne ɛyɛ akɔ ne deɛ na ɛyɛ akɔ ne bɔne ɛno nti na bɔ mmɔden na kɔpɛ Givers Herbal Center yɛnu pa yɛde aba ɛnɛ wokɔ ɛyɛ herbal shops pharmaceutical shops ɛna afei licensed chemical shops ahodoɔ nyinaa wobɛnya bi ɛwɔ hɔ nom na nsuo nso ahyɛ ase a ɛtotototoi deɛ ɛne ntontom yi afei na yɛbɛwoɔ mo afei na ɔmo wɔwɔ mu ɛbɛkenya ɔmo ho ɛti mesrɛw mɛnka sɛ me deɛ menyare Givers Herbal Center yɛnu pa yɛfrɛ no Givers Herbal Mixture Givers Herbal Mixture ɛno ho nkɔmɔ na me ne wodi bɔmmɔden na pɛ bi esi wo fie bɔmmɔden na pɛ bi ɛwɔ adwuma mu ɛhyɛn a wankasa wode kɔ adwuma bi nne mu bag a wode kɔ adwuma nso bi nne mu wonom na nɔpa na wonom bi awia na wonom bi anwummerɛ no na atumi aboaw ma ɛbrɛ ne ɛdɔn nyina no wonya ahoɔden ne apɔmuden pa ɛsan sɛ wonnim ɛbrɛ ne ɛdɔn a ɛntontom no bi bɛbɛka kɔka wo na nsɛmpo deɛ ɛhyɛn ahodoɔ ɛna ntontom no afɛ mu ayɛ mu ma wɔn agye abɔ so ɛnti mesrɛw bomode na bo ho ban fasie ansa na yare na ka ho akwakwahye na obekwa ya nsa bia kwakwo tua sika do so po anampo se eka bubru enunti na Givers Herbal Center ye mpese besi santino unya Givers Herbal Mixture na wanonom na ebre na ede nyina no onkwamo no ejina ne nanso na tumia kuati ayare kudie wo ya na otwe bia bosumi bia afi bia enfie bia eya yetai bodi ewo yemamu eni ama hodo so no ansa na kechi na Givers Herbal Mixture no enye se wonum ye no na odi betu malaria no mpe ase odi betu eye fever nso ase ezan se ewo eye nsonso ahodo a potoka se mo boni bega se eye related eye yarwa ahodo a eye tadeba ebi ena na eye fever no na no na se ba ensonso na se nsen na ahodo bi a ebeda ne di ubehunu ewo widie no mo no ubonso wo ho aduane a wani je ho pa ene wuti aduane mpampa na oboso funu ye de aduane betu wani ma na wonu mu ato wudi enyeye aduane bon se kan ade ya san se yi won sa no pa ni nyina na ho ye o ahoden pa ade ya san ubon sa wo fihi de suomu na nko na wo tie suso na o puse gegegegegege na wa ye hyehyehye ye de aduane si usukura ebeben eno na nchen ubon se na wa na mu ha na ne ne uya na fede ominimu na fede umunu waye huya waye basa misro bomode na kope Givers Herbal Mixture Givers Herbal Mixture ana ene edi amanfo dodo na ade fra no ukrom herbal shops ahodro pharmaceutical shops and have licensed chemical shops ahodro nyina no eye Givers a entontom eda ho Givers a entontom eda ho eno na eye Givers Herbal Mixture na kotobi na nonum se na betumi aboa ma ebre ne edo nyina no ubenya ahoden esem boost to immune system onu se enkomo na woni pedua no mu no se wo immune system ni ya weak a na yare bia ebo hwesa pete yare bia ma ni tiso ena wuti ade cha okon wo de bia o complain mesrel bomode na pe Givers Herbal Mixture na nonum na fe boost to immune system no se na betumi aboa ema yare wa hodo bia no obetumi aso ano ezan se obi obisa sa de ntina Givers Herbal Mixture ebe boost to immune system ya woni e fe no aye lemon ni aye ye ka ta fe no ekutukanka na se ho apapo no ebi ewo Givers Herbal Mixture emu nim tree ahaban bi so ewo mu enti wonu no mu a ebe boa obi wo ho a o so o de ni nansi wo na ne na ye tititi na ne na de bia na o se ne be bia agene no wo se ananse na che no mesrew ananse nya post eye moja no na agbo apapo ewo intini no mu ntino moja no entumi ndi afusane enko ni pedua akwa ho no mo entino onya eye Givers Herbal Mixture na onu no ma enam eye lemon wo mu ekutukankan ni ntino ebe na ne moja no ene sa moja apapo na sisi ntini no mu no na moja na etumi edi afusane na afa de eye nim tree na wo mu no so no awohuru ntini no mu ama ntini mu ada ho ama moja di afusane akwa wo nan wo sere ewuti wo nan so afa de ukokromuti no bibia onipa bia akwa ni nyina no moja no bekọ ho ntentem ma oba bia enko sensen enti bomodin ebra wo kodi waya wo weekend dwa wo kodi wo busumi dwa no bomodin na di wapomudin so ho adwa na wapomudin aduro ba akopɛ enenne ahweta wiase ba bibia Ghana ene o wiase nyina eye Givers Herbal Mixture unya na wono mu a eno na ebeboa ema me no weka se no otumi nya apomudin pa tobi ma ebusua oyere ni okunu ema omodi mfisha du mienu ekọ wo mu nyina wotumi num Givers Herbal Mixture eye Givers a entontom da ho no obetumi anum bi na bibia no etumi akonkan e de ama wo na ena nwumren ebra me de me kasa edi bewiye na mebisa oba wutie me bema wutie me se ennem yarewa ben ene hawo se ye infection anase ennem yarewa bia no esrew se otu ho na mo enne ya me no kasa ya se otu ho se ya na kope edupa na otumi no infections na hihya wo ho de bia wakwan nkro no Givers Herbal Center ye de nso ano no e de aba
na baako ene de etu atese pa ayo obi aduane to ne yemu apɛ na sebi ɛsɛ ɔkɔ ya ne so anase ogya ne nan anase ɔkɔ tra na nanom no mesra yare wo aduane sɛ yɛ mako na wo mu sɛ yɛ sikyredio sɛ yɛ frumfrum sɛ yɛ dɔkɔdɔkɔ ɛtɔ yemu apɛ sɛ kim na woni amanfo di nkra sɛ wo bazesi ano mesra yare kɔna kɔpɛ givers GC mixture ɛna fe givers GC capsules ɛno na sɛ wonya na wono no ma ɛnemu yarewa ɛna fe infections bia no aseɛ betumi etu di ama na bibia no etumi akɔnkan ayɛ kama paa yɛnuro yi anasɛ nnura mi ka ho ɛmi di ho nkɔmɔ nyinaa wobɛnya bie wɔ herbal shops pharmaceutical shop ɛna fe Lances chemical shop bi etwa hyɛ ɔman Ghana mu ɛmpo ɛne amanoni nyinaa wobɛnya givers GC mixture ɛna fe givers GC capsules na wanonom na de tutu infections ɛna fe de nemu yarewa bi a ɛhaw bɛma enso no to ase ne oba onfichi komu no sia no kwan ansa na ka echi mesrew enwe nyina obenye bia wo herbal shop pharmaceutical shop and na Lances chemical shop efia de kodi se adwane bi na ebre na edo nyina no apomudempa emrefie e bia open kyeremu bi e won ya ma kyerkyere mu ana wo nti bibia ase wakɔtɔ eduro no bi ɛna apɛ kɔn betena fa sa no na mesrew bomoden na fra Givers Eba Center wa matrofo eso 0543 22 24 70 0543 22 24 70 and after 0501 55 68 28 0501 55 68 28 na bibia nkonka ebusia aha ena yenyu mmemi mu besi ya wa Accra 100.5
Waba tele Accra FM ya mami fellow citizens